welcome to today's beginner yoga flow where we will make our way towards tree pose. So if tree pose is something that's very new to you or something you've never done before, hopefully this video will be helpful. Tree pose in Sanskrit is Vrksasana, and it is a standing balancing pose. So today we will work on getting to that pose, but we will begin seated on the floor. So come to a seated position with the legs stretched out long in front of you. We'll begin in Dandasana, which is basically mountain pose on the floor. If you have rounding in your back, you can get a blanket and fold it a couple of times, place it underneath the hips, and hopefully it will help take some of the rounding out of your back. So for Dandasana, or seated staff pose, we'll begin by strengthening the legs. So flex the toes towards the ceiling. Place the hands toward the ground beside you. We're strengthening the legs. And then engage the core, lift the crown of the head toward the ceiling. So you want to have the sensation of sending energy out of the heels, and then also energy is flowing down into the mat from your tailbone, and then also upward toward the ceiling out of the crown of your head. So we're kind of lengthening in all directions. So lengthening up toward the ceiling, down to the floor, and the feet lengthen toward the wall in front of us. Legs are engaged. Breathe. So this is not necessarily an easy pose. Your legs may start to burn. Mine are burning. Chest is lifting. And then relax, let it go. Shake the legs out. All right, so let's begin building our tree pose on the floor. So let the right foot kind of flop out to the side, and then bring the sole of the right foot to the left ankle. Flex the left foot. We're gonna use those same principles in our previous pose here. So lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaches toward the ceiling. Energy is going out of the left foot. Left leg is engaged and strong. And then have the sensation of pressing the right sole of the foot into the left ankle and the ankle into the foot. So basically you're in tree pose here. This is a baby seated tree pose. If you want to, you can take the sole of the right foot toward the calf. Continue. Engaging the left leg. Energy going down into the floor from the tailbone and up toward the ceiling, so lengthening. And then if you want to take the right sole of the foot toward the left thigh, you may do that. Pressing the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. Engaging the core. Engaging the legs. Finding strength in this seated pose. Take a couple more breaths. And let it go. Shake the legs out. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, and then just rock the legs from side to side. And we'll do that on the other side. So come back to your Seated staff pose, finding strength here, flexing the feet, engaging the leg muscles, crown of the head lifting toward the ceiling. Then let the left foot flop out to the side and bring the sole of the foot to the right ankle. So here we're in our seated baby tree pose. Pressing the foot into the ankle and the ankle into the foot. Lifting the chest, lifting the crown of the head. If you want to slide the left foot up toward the calf, you may do that. And then pressing foot into the calf and calf into the foot. The right leg may be burning. And then if you want to guide the left foot up to the right thigh, lengthening, remembering to breathe, don't hold your breath. Engaging the core muscles. Take a couple more breaths. And let it go. Shake the legs out. And then bring the soles of the feet to the floor, lean back a little, and just rock the legs from side to side. So there we've done a seated tree pose. And now we'll make our way, or flow our way towards standing tree pose. So come over to your hands and knees to find your tabletop position. Hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. We'll flow through a couple of cat-cow here. So inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. And then exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And one more time, inhale for cow, and exhale for cat. And then come back to your neutral position. Take the right leg out long behind you and lift it. Take an inhale here. Exhale, send the left arm out long in front of you. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time, inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. And come back to your tabletop position. And let's do that on the other side. So take the left leg out long behind you. Lift the leg. Inhale. And then take the right arm out long in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, out. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then return to your tabletop position. Go ahead and shake, shake out. And then tuck the toes. Lift the tailbone up and back, downward facing dog. You can begin to pedal out the feet here. And then take an inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Engage the legs, strengthen the core. Lift up, raise the arms overhead, find your high lunge position. So even here, we're practicing balance. Lengthening the back leg out long behind you, so sending energy back, sending energy down with the tailbone, and then energy up toward the ceiling through the crown of the head. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Step the right foot back, find your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Bring the forearms to the floor with the elbows slightly forward of the shoulders. Press the forearms into the ground. Lift the ears away from the shoulders. Sphinx pose. Take a couple of breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the chest to the ground, move the hands underneath the shoulders, and press yourself back into downward facing dog. Take one full breath here. Last inhale here. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, strengthen the legs. Engage the core, lift the chest, raise the arms overhead, high lunge. Remember, we're sending energy in all directions. So out of the heel, up towards the ceiling with the crown of the head, and then lengthening the tailbone toward the floor. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Step the left foot back for your plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press the hands into the floor, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one full inhale and exhale here. Inhale, one last time. Exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Bend the legs as much as you need to find your forward fold. And take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. So finding our standing position. And I want you to, for a second, just stand. So just stand how you stand, kind of like you're just hanging out. And then work towards coming into your mountain pose. I like to think of it as standing with confidence. So instead of just standing, I'm going to send energy through my feet down into the floor. Strengthen my legs. Lengthen through the crown of my head. And tailbone is lengthening down. So I have energy going down and also up. Slight lift of the chest, but you don't need to arch your back. You're just rolling the shoulders back and down. And noticing how this feels stable and strong versus I'm just hanging out. So we're standing stable, strong, confident, and secure in this foundation. So continue standing in your mountain pose. I'm going to turn to face y'all. You're in your mountain pose and send the weight into your left foot. We'll make our way towards our tree pose. Hands can be at the hips. Weight has shifted into the left foot. Bring the toes of the right foot on the floor, so just the toes. And notice now, are you sinking into this left hip? If you're sinking in, press into the floor with the foot and lengthen. So now you're standing tall and confident, bearing most of your weight in this foot or the left leg. Turn the right foot, the sole of the foot towards the ankle, and press the foot into the ankle. We're in our baby tree. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Legs are strong. Gazing at a focal point straight ahead. If you want to, you can send the right foot to the calf. You can stay here, or you can begin to lift that foot, guide it with the right hand toward the thigh. Remember, trying not to sink into this left hip, so really lengthening, really lengthening through the crown of the head and sending strength and energy in both directions. Keeping your gaze on your focal point straight ahead. And then let it go. If you fell out of it a bunch of times, that's okay. It's no problem. Turn back. If you're facing the side of your mat, turn back to the top. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to find your plank position. Take an inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one full breath here. One last inhale. And then exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Find your forward fold. Take a breath here. And on an inhale, slowly roll up to stand. So coming back into our confident mountain, finding a place of security in this mountain pose. I will turn again to face you guys. And then shift the weight into the right leg. Remember, if you're sinking into the hip, we're gonna pull everything up towards the ceiling while keeping energy flowing into the right foot and into the floor. So we're feeling stable here. Left toes are touching the floor. So find your place of stability and confidence and security here. Once you feel stable, you can turn the toes out and then place the sole of the left foot on the ankle. Finding your focal point to keep your gaze on. Breathe. Engage the core. If you want to, you can go ahead and start shifting the sole of the left foot to the calf. Remaining calm and quietly confident. Keep breathing. And then if you want to shift the left foot up to the right thigh, you may do that. So just finding our quiet strength here. And when you fall and tumble out of it, just reset yourself. We're not getting upset about it. we're going to laugh about it. Okay. Pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, making ourselves long and tall. Take 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go, shake it out. Come back to stand at the top of your mat. Maybe make some circles with the hips. And then inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale to tabletop. And then come back to your heels. Find your seated position. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Inhale here. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Left hand is on the right knee, and right hand is resting on the ground behind you. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand is on the ground behind you. Right hand is on the left knee. Inhale, come back to center. If it feels comfortable for you, you may go ahead and close the eyes. Begin to rest your focus on your breathing. If you found this difficult for you, remember, we're just here to practice finding where we are challenged and how we can stay gentle and loving with ourselves, even when we're challenged and maybe messing up in the process and not doing things perfectly. It's all okay. We're just learning how to stay gentle while learning strength. Take one inhale here and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for practicing with me. Bye.